It's not about the size, it's about the party. Evite Tiny Party Challenge 2017 pits two popular party planners in a head-to-head competition to see who can plan and throw the best party with a tiny budget and even tinier space. Meet contestant number 1.
Hi, I'm Jenny from iSpy DIY, a do-it-yourself home and fashion blog. So much of our interactions being online. I love that you get to hang out in real life. I love creating parties where I get to bring all my friends together. Any excuse to throw a party is good for me.
Each contestant had a $500 budget to use to decorate their space. They also had an option to use white or wood everyday furniture.
Okay, we're adding some tacks to the walls so we can hang our rope, and that's where we're gonna put all our greenery, because in a small space, sometimes you don't have a lot of room for a centerpiece. So we're gonna put it on the walls. I brought along my trusty assistant, Hannah, to help me out. Okay, we have all the greenery up, and now we're gonna start setting up the tablescape. If you want, you can use an inexpensive glass vase and then line the inside with greenery, and that way you can hide all the stems and it looks a little fancier. Okay, everything's going great so far. The problem is when you have a small table, where do you put all the food? We're finding some creative solutions by using bar carts and side tables and poofs to put all our food on, and that way your guests can access it really easily. When all your friends come over, they can write little notes to each other and hang them up on the string, and that way they can know why you're thankful for them. A lot of small spaces don't have dining rooms, so you can take a coffee table from your living room and turn it into your table for Friendsgiving. We just pulled all the pillows that we had around the house and created this cozy space to hang out with our friends. I'm in love with how this space turned out. I feel like it looks so lush and I can't wait to have some friends over. I love fall, but I'm not a huge fan of the color palette, so I decided to use a lot of greenery and the color of the moment, pink. And I love the idea of really making this a lush space so you can bring a lot of life into the place that you live. I know throwing a party can sometimes be intimidating, but you can really do those things that have a big impact for a budget. For the tiny party, this is how we spent the $500. Since the focal point was the flowers and greenery, we spent $100 there. Serveware for 6 was $150. For decor, we spent $185. The thank you cards were $15, and the rest of the money was used for food and turkey. A little bonus tip, if you're intimidated by feeding all your friends, you can provide the turkey or the main entree and ask them to bring all the sides and dessert potluck style. You should definitely vote for me because this is clearly the cutest, coziest Friendsgiving you can possibly ever create. And you can come over and hang out with me and the pillows.
Visit evite.com/tinyparty for official rules. One lucky voter will receive a $500 Visa gift card. And check back for Tiny Party Winter Holiday Edition. Coming soon only on Evite.